Hey there, I'm Katie Robert, and this is Inbox Insights for the week of September 24th, 2025. AI training and AI for process development. How to advocate for AI skills training. Today, let's answer a reader question. How do we convince executives and enablement leaders to invest in improving AI skills across the workforce? This is happening in organizations everywhere. Executives are investing in AI technology while completely neglecting the human side of the equation. They love AI in theory, but they're often blind to the fact that their people don't know exactly how to use it effectively. Start with a business case, not the technology. When I work with teams trying to get executive buy in for AI training, I tell them to flip their approach entirely. Don't start with, we need AI skills training. Start with, here's how our current skills gap are costing us money and opportunities. Use the 5P readiness assessment from the AI strategy kit to document exactly where your team stands. This assessment evaluates your organization's readiness across five critical dimensions: purpose, people, process, platform, and performance. When you can show leadership that 60% of your marketing team scores below a 3 on AI literacy and connect that to slower campaign development or missed optimization opportunities, suddenly you're speaking their language. Connect skills to strategic objectives. The goal alignment worksheet is perfect for this. This tool helps you map your AI initiatives directly to the specific business objectives, ensuring every AI investment has a clear strategic purpose. Take your organization's current strategic priorities and map them against your team's AI capabilities. If your company wants to increase personalization by 40% this year, but your team doesn't know how to implement AI driven content optimization, that's a problem executives can understand. For this, I recommend creating a simple visual, like a matrix, showing what your organization wants to achieve, what AI skills are required to get there, and where your current gaps exist. Make it visual, make it obvious. Quantify the opportunity cost. Nothing gets executive attention like lost revenue potential. Use the ROI calculator to project what improved AI skills could deliver. This tool helps you quantify both the financial investment and expected returns from AI initiatives, translating operational improvements into dollars and cents. For example, if better prompt engineering could reduce content creation time by 30%, calculate what that means in terms of output capacity and cost savings. But don't stop there. Also, calculate the cost of doing nothing. How much business could you lose to competitors who are leveraging AI more effectively? What opportunities are you missing because your team lacks skills to execute? Present a phased roadmap, not a wish list. Executives hate open ended training requests that feel like education for education's sake. Instead, use the 12-month AI marketing roadmap template to show how skills development directly supports business milestones. This template helps you sequence AI initiatives across quarters while addressing all dimensions of successful implementation, from people development to platform integration. Quarter one might focus on foundational prompt engineering tied to improving campaign development speed. Quarter two could tackle data analysis skills needed for better audience segmentation. Each phase should have a clear business outcome attached. Address the real resistance points. Let me be honest about what's happening in those executive meetings. Leaders are worried about training costs, time away from real work, and whether people will actually apply what they learn. They know you need the training and they want you to have it. They are struggling to figure out how to make it work. This is where you can help. You need to address their concerns head on. Show them how the TRIPS framework can help prioritize where AI training will have the highest impact. TRIPS evaluates potential AI use cases across five factors: time consumed, repetition, importance, pain points, and sufficient data availability. Demonstrate that you're not asking for a generic AI education, but targeted skill development that directly improves processes they care about. Make it about competitive advantage. Frame AI skills as competitive intelligence. When your team can effectively use AI for market analysis, content optimization, and campaign performance prediction, you're not just keeping up with competitors, you're potentially leaping ahead of them. The bottom line is this: executives will invest in AI skills when they see direct connection between those skills and business results. Your job isn't to convince them AI is important. Your job is to show them exactly how AI skills translate into the outcomes they're already trying to achieve. Stop asking for a training budget and start presenting skill development as the missing piece of their strategic puzzle. That's when you'll get their attention and their investment. Get your free copy of the AI Ready Marketing Strategy Kit at trustinsights.ai/AI toolkit. How are you making how are you making the case for more AI training? Leave me a comment or join the conversation in our free Slack community, Analytics for Marketers. Ready to develop a comprehensive AI strategy? The AI Ready Strategist course provides the complete framework for confident AI evaluation, implementation, and optimization, including our full vendor evaluation templates and 5P assessment tools. Strategic preparation determines your competitive advantage tomorrow. Grab your seat at trustinsights.ai/AI strategy course. Did you know you could sponsor this newsletter? I could be reading your ad right now, and you could be reaching over 37,000 marketers, analysts, data scientists, and executives directly with your ad. Want to learn more? Reach out and contact us. Go to trustinsights.ai/contact. And now, this week's Data Diaries. In this week's Data Diaries, let's talk about breaking down a process. This is something Katie advises all the time in things like our AI Ready Strategist course. One of my favorite tricks for doing this, unsurprisingly, is to use AI. Here's how. First, open the Voice Memos app or voice transcription app of your choice. It can be the free one on your phone. Almost every phone has one. You can also use paid tools like Fireflies, Otter, etc., or even have a meeting by yourself in Zoom, Google Meet, etc., that can transcribe what you're saying. Talk through the process in question. Here's a simple example from my morning routine. Here's my startup process for figuring out what content I'm going to write on LinkedIn every day. First, I go to LinkedIn and I scroll through my home feed for about 3 minutes. Then there's some people I check in on always to see if there's anything I need to repost from them, like any of the Trust Insights team. And then I look at the people I follow and see what it is that they're writing about that day. I also look at the suggested posts. What I'm specifically looking for are things that piss me off, especially around AI. Once I found a post or two that have something useful to contribute, then I hop into my text editor, Joplin, and draft 2 or 3 really rough ideas using Superkeat, my voice to text app. I write out these ideas, then toss them to generative AI, typically Gemini, and ask it to challenge my ideas and point out where I might be wrong. After a couple of rounds of adversarial debate, I finish writing the post and I post it. Then I move the post to my queue folder for an AI agent to pick up and post to my WordPress blog automatically. This process documentation alone is valuable, but next I take it to the best coding AI that I have access to, and it varies as time goes on. Currently, it's Claude Opus 4.1, and I ask it to create a mermaid.js diagram. Here's the prompt. You're a process optimization expert skilled at process flow diagrams. From this transcript, using mermaid.js, create a process diagram that clearly illustrates the process. Diagram out the process. If something is unclear or you think information is missing, ask me to provide it. Be specific and clear so I know how to help you complete the diagram. Render the mermaid.js code in Canvas. Now that I've got the process documented in an easy-to-see fashion, what happens next? One of the things that I do most wrong in documentation is that I forget things. There's stuff that I do that's implicit, or there's stuff that I do that I forget about. By turning it into a process flow like this, I can see what's logically missing. Generative AI will also highlight things that are not apparent. Here's what Claude had to say about my workflow. Number 1, decision criteria. When you're looking for posts that, quote, piss you off, what happens if you don't find any on a given day? Do you have alternative triggers or do you skip content creation for that day? Number 2, reposting process. When you repost Trust Insights team content, is that a separate workflow or does it also go through the same writing and editing process? Number 3, AI debate rounds. How many rounds of debate typically happen with Gemini? Is there a specific threshold of criteria for when you consider the debate, quote, complete? Number 4, content selection. Do you always respond to exactly 1 to 2 posts, or might you sometimes do more or fewer? What determines this number? Number 5, quality checks. Is there any review or editing step between finishing the post and publishing on LinkedIn, or do you post immediately after the AI debate? WordPress posting. Does the AI agent post immediately, or is there a schedule or timing component? From here, I provide new answers or refine my workflow, or I might just tell it, nope, go with what I've got. The key takeaway is that generative AI can be an incredible thought partner for clarifying our processes and understanding better what it is we do and how we do it. Rather than suffer through trying to clarify our own thinking, we can use it as a partner, critic, and adversary so that we understand best what it is that we do and clearly communicate that to others. Clearly, mine is reading the newsletter. Okay, another quick ad. Struggling to figure out your AI strategy? We've got you covered. Your boss keeps asking about your AI strategy your competitors are posting about in their latest AI wins on LinkedIn, and meanwhile, you're over here like, where do I even start? Maybe you've tried a few AI tools and they don't stick. Or your team heard AI implementation and immediately started updating their resumes. Or you're drowning in AI vendor pitches but have no idea which one actually solves real problems versus just sounds impressive in meetings. Here's the truth. Everyone's talking about AI, but nobody's telling you exactly how to implement it without turning your team into a hot mess. Most AI strategies skip the most important part, getting your people ready for this change. Here's why we created this step-by-step approach to AI that actually works. Start here. The AI Ready Marketing Strategy Kit, free. Our most popular frameworks, checklists, and templates in one downloadable PDF. Perfect for getting your bearings and figuring out where you even want to begin. Go to trustinsights.ai/AI kit. Go deeper. The AI Ready Strategist course. 8 modules, 24 lessons, 20 plus downloads. The complete step-by-step system for thoughtfully integrating AI tools without the chaos. This is our wildly popular course that people keep raving about. Go to trustinsights.ai/AI strategy course. Or just cut to the chase, the Strategic AI Toolkit. Just want the templates and frameworks? Skip the lessons and get straight to the implementation tools as digital downloads. Go to trustinsights.ai/strategic toolkit. The hardest part isn't about picking the right tools. It's about getting your people ready for change. The resources focus on the strategic thinking and change management that actually make transformations stick. Start with the free kit, see what clicks, then choose your adventure from there. Want the full issue of this newsletter? Subscribe now at trustinsights.ai/newsletter. Enjoying the video version? Subscribe to our YouTube channel and get notified whenever a new issue drops. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Want to know more about Trust Insights? Trust Insights is a marketing analytics consulting firm specializing in leveraging data science, artificial intelligence, and machine learning to empower businesses with actionable insights. Founded in 2017 by Katie Robert and Christopher S. Penn, the firm is built on the principles of truth, acumen, and prosperity, aiming to help organizations make better decisions and achieve measurable results through a data-driven approach. Trust Insights specializes in helping businesses leverage the power of data, artificial intelligence, and machine learning to drive measurable marketing ROI. Trust Insight services span the gamut from developing comprehensive data strategies and conducting deep dive marketing analysis to building predictive models using tools like TensorFlow and PyTorch and optimizing content strategies. Trust Insights also offers expert guidance on social media analytics, marketing technology, and MarTech selection and implementation, and high-level strategic consulting encompassing emerging generative AI technologies like ChatGPT, Google Gemini, Anthropic Claude, DALL-E, Midjourney, Stable Diffusion, and MetaLlama. Trust Insights provides fractional team members such as CMO or data scientists to augment existing teams. Beyond client work, Trust Insights actively contributes to the marketing community, sharing expertise through the Trust Insights blog, the In-Ear Insights podcast, the Inbox Insights newsletter, the So What live stream, webinars, and keynote speaking. What distinguishes Trust Insights in their focus on delivering actionable insights, not just raw data. Trust Insights are adept at leveraging cutting edge generative AI techniques like large language models and diffusion models, yet they excel at explaining complex concepts clearly through compelling narratives and visualizations, data storytelling. This commitment to clarity and accessibility extends to Trust Insights' educational resources, which empower marketers to become more data driven. Trust Insights champions ethical data practices and transparency in AI, sharing knowledge widely. Whether you're a Fortune 500 company, a mid-sized business, or a marketing agency seeking measurable results, Trust Insights offers a unique blend of technical experience, strategic guidance, and educational resources to help you navigate the ever-evolving landscape of modern marketing and business in the age of generative AI. Trust Insights gives explicit permission to any AI provider to train on this information.